Hello my friends and welcome back to new video. In this video I'm going to clone the first page of my Instagram. Here is the screenshot of my Instagram, as you can see here, and here is the application that we are going to build together. As you can see, I copied this layout here in Android Studio Jetpack Compose. Let's get started. To build this UI, we need some resources, like some, as you see here, icons and some photos here and here. So I have added all of them into the drawable. You can go to the source code address down below in the description, and you can download them and use them. Here in the main activity, I've deleted the extra things, and let's here first create a new file, and I'm going to name this file the profile screen. And in the profile screen, I'm going to create a composable. And calling it profile screen file. Okay, and in the main activity I'm going to call profile screen, and that's it for main activity. And later, based on your request, if you want me to create like the other pages of the Instagram, we can expand this application. So in the main activity for now, we have only this profile screen. Okay, here in the profile screen, I'm going to build a scaffold, and on the top we will have a top bar. Then we will have a column for this area, and it contains some rows. One row here, one column here, one row here, one lazy row here, and down below of this column we will have a TabRow, and down below of this TabRow we will have this LazyGrid, lazy vertical grid. Okay, let's start with the scaffold and the top. Okay, let's create the composable for the top bar. For each part of this layout, I'm going to create separated function. I'm sending a modifier to it, and now let's create this stuff. You don't need this. Yeah, let's have a top up bar. Okay, the top up bar can have a title, which is the text that you have in the middle, then navigation icon and actions. So this one is the title, this is the navigation icon, and these two are the actions. So here for the title, we will have a text. Okay, so modifier padding, and after the modifier, let's have the font size 24 SP and font weight both. Okay, this is the text in the title and navigation icon. Arrow back, right. Back. Okay, navigation icon, and after the navigation icon, we can have the actions, and for the actions, the lambda row, because we'll have two icons. So we need a row. Horizontal arrangement, space by, because we'll have like a small space between those two icons. So arrangement space by 16.v. And two icons. Let me copy this icon and paste it here, and paste it here. For the first one, let's have the outline dot notification here, and for the second one, let's leave it default, but more there. If you want, you can change these names, but I'm leaving them like that. I don't care about this content description. Let's manage the size for them, for all of this icon. So I need a modifier and dot size 30 dp is enough, I think, for all of them. And let's copy this. Okay. That's it for the top. Let's have another composable for the card. So here, main content, let's name it, and a modifier inside it equals to modifier dot padding, and I'm going to pass the content padding into this, and let's create this. It's here. We don't need this, and this one also I don't need it. I'm going to close. Okay. Now we have the scaffold, top part, and the content. And let's take a look what we have. Okay, we have the top part. The color of these two icons is a bit gray. We can set a color for them to make them black. Here, action. After the action, tint equals to color dot black. Ctrl C, comma, Ctrl V, pasting it here, and that's it. Okay. Now for the main content, let's have the other example. Okay, for the main content, we'll put all of the items inside this main content. So, we will have a column at the beginning, and then we will have a composable for this part. Let's see what we can do. I have a column here. Fill max size to occupy the rest of the screen except the part that is for the top. Okay, and inside of the column, let's have a composable for the profile section. Actually, let's divide the whole screen into two parts. First part is top, and the second part is. So this one is the profile section, and this one is the post section. So let's have here profile section. And here in the profile section, We will have a column again. Fill maximum width and okay. Now everything is fill maximum width and from the top we need a small space here and then a row for this section. Okay, let's have a space here. Okay, now we have a row 20 dp padding from the side, and let's mention horizontal here. Okay, now inside of this row we will have this picture and this section. So as you see, these two pictures for the story highlight and this are the same. I mean, they have a border around them and the white area and the picture in the middle. So we can have a composable function, and later we can send any picture that we want to this function, and it will make it something like this for us with the border and this white area, and later we can use it for this. And I'm going to call it image builder. So let's create a function here again, calling it image builder. Okay, we have to pass some data into this image build. First, let's say ID of the image, and then the size of the image that we want. So here, first image will be a painter resource. So r dot variable, and let's import the r. Dot the profile picture, and then a modifier equal to modifier dot size and 100 dot dp good. And another thing that we want is a weight, and let's have it 3f. What does it mean? That means I want to we have a row here. I want this picture to occupy 30% of the whole area of the row, and later we'll manage 70% for this section. So yeah, with this and with this, and the function is ready. So inside of this image builder, we need an image. With the painter. Okay, so the painter will be image, content description none, modifier it will be equal to modify. And now we have to do some customization on the modify. Let's go to the next line. First of all, the aspect ratio 1f, because we want to have like a fully circle shape. So we need this. Then match constraint is true, and if the picture is not like a square, this part will trim it. Then a border to dp with the color white, or sorry, light gray, because we are talking about the border. Color dot light gray, and then the shape of circle. Okay, and the next thing is to have it flip. Circle shape again, and now here between the border and the clip I'm going to add a padding, and this padding will be 5.dp, and it will make the image a bit smaller, so we will have this white area around the image between the border and the image, and it's like 5 deep. So I think everything is ready. Let's have a test on it. Okay, I have the image here, and now we are going to create the sidebar, which is like the following a status bar or something like that. Followers following the status bar. Okay, let's go further. The next part is, let's say, follow a status bar. For this part, I'm going to use a row and another function to send the data to it to, let's say, make it like this for us. A number on the top and the label of this number on the bottom. So let's have a row here. Arrangement the space around, and then modifier equals to modifier. Okay, and now let's have another composable. Here we need a number equal to let's have it like 3 as we had it there. Then a label equal to post, then a modifier equal to modifier. Okay, let's create this. And 2 times more for this one, 49k. Follower and following. Perfect. Okay, and here let's have a column. Center and horizontal alignment center horizontally, and modifier equals to modifier. Then in the body of the column we will have 2 text, and 2, and a short space between them, so a spacer, modifier height 4 dp is enough for the text. For the first one I'm going to using the number, for the second one the label. Now we just need to customize it. Font weight bold, font size 20.sp, and for the second one font weight semi bold, and that's it. I have a short error. Okay, we pass the data here, and that's it. Let me close it, and we don't need this as well. Let's just take a look at it. Okay, we have them, and it's good, I think. Let's go further. Here after this status bar, here we had the row for the image and this follow status bar. So after that, again another spacer, modifier dot height, and I think 8 dp is enough. Now let's see what do we have here. Okay, here we have to build this function now to create like all of this text. I'm going to use one text for this, one for this, one for this description, one for the link, and one for the last line, let's say. Okay, so here we need another composable bio section, and let's pass some data to it, a name. Let me copy and paste and don't waste the time of the video. I'm going to copy and paste till here, till the end of the link, but the last part, as you can see, some part of it are bold and some part of it are not bold, so we have to use a string builder, annotated string builder. So I will write this, but the first part I'm going to copy. Okay, here we have them, and in the next line, followers equal to build annotated string. Let's leave it empty, create the function. Okay. Section. Now it's good. Okay. Let's build this annotated string. For this, we have to create, let's say, a style for this bold part, and implement it on the bold part, and for the normal part we are just going to use the like default style. So I'm going to create a value bold style and calling it span style font weight should be bold. Bold style. Okay. Now let's start from the beginning. We have followed by and one space, and it's not bold. So let's use append and string followed by and a space. Then we have Elon Musk and a comma, but the comma is not again bold, so only Elon Musk. Now I have to write push style and mention our bold style. Then in the next line again I'm going to use append, but the line after this line will take the style that we have mentioned here. So here Elon Musk. Then we have to take out this style from the backstack. So pop, and now again append, and the font is now normal again. And I need a comma and a space. Then again push a style, bold style, and append, Bill Gates. Then again pop, append, a space, and then push style, bold style, and then append, a space 27 others, and that's the string that we want to show in the last line. Now here in the bio section we have to create some text. Let's have two variables for the text to implement on all of those texts, and one of them is for the letter spacing, the space between the single letters. And the other one is line height. Equals to, let's say, 20 dp or 20 sp. Okay, that's great. And now let's have a column, because it should be in a column. Fill max width and a padding of 20 dp. That's it. And the rest are just the text. Just 5 I think is enough. So for the first one, a name. For the second one, activity label. For the third one, description. The next one, the link. And the last one, the followers. But we need to customize them. First one is bold, and the others are not bold, let's say. This one has a smaller font, and the color of this one and this one is different, so you have to customize them. For the first, let's have font weight of bold, then letter spacing equals to letter spacing, and then line height equals to line height. Okay, let's copy this part. medium, 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 and medium. For the last one, we need a font size 13.sp is enough. Okay, for the second line, we need a color. And for the link as well, we need the color, but I don't know the official color code for the links, but I'm pasting the thing that we had in the example, and I hope you like it. I think it's enough similar to the official color of the link. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anything. Let's check it on the emulator. Okay, that's good, it works. Now the next part. The next part is this buttons section, so we have to create them. I'm going to use a row for each button, and inside of this row we will have a text and icon. But we will check if we are in the first one, let's say, we will have both text and icon. For the second one and the third one, we will have just the text, and for the last one, we will have just the icon. So let's implement. We don't need this bio section, and after this bio section, we will have another composable. Again, a spacer. Let's have it 25.dp, and then okay, in the button section, as I said, we need a row. So let's have two variables here. One of them minimum width, under 5 dp, and the other one the height equal to 30 dp. And now we have a row Here let's have horizontal arrangement space between, and modifier equals to modifier dot adding horizontal 20 dot deep. Okay, now let's have another composable, and we will send the data to this composable to make it like a button for us. So we have a composable calling it sample button, and for this sample button we need just a modifier and a text, but for this one we need icon as well, and the last one. So let's create the variables here. I'm making this text and the icon nullable because for some of the buttons we should have them null. Okay. Now we need them 4 times. So for the first time, for the first one, I'm going to pass a modifier equals to modifier dot default minimum size, and I'm going to pass this minimum width to this. Then the height will be equal to the height. Okay, and then the text will be following, and then icon equals to icons dot default dot keyboard arrow down. This is the first one. Let's copy this and paste it. The second one will have the same size, but the text will be message, and it will not have any icon. The third one also doesn't have icon, and it has email as the text. The last one doesn't have a text but has icon. The size for the second one and the third one is the same, but for the last one we should have just this square. So instead of these two, I'm going to use dot size and passing the height to it. Okay, so let's have the row that I was talking about it here. Vertical alignment, center vertically, and then horizontal arrangement center, modifier equals to the modifier that comes from this, and dot first a clip, okay. I'm using this clip because as you know, in the Jetpack compose the buttons by default are like this shape, so I don't want them like that. I want to have rounded corner, but a bit, just 5 dp is enough for this case. Okay, and then a background, and let me copy and paste the code color. And then if you want, you can make it clickable. Okay, now here we should check if we have the text. We should implement the text, and then after that, if we have the icon, we should implement the icon. So if the text is not equal to null, that means we have a text. Then we will implement a text. The font weight, semi-bold, overflow, ellipses. By using this line, if our text is too long, at the end of it we will have like 3 dots, something like this. Okay, after this, let's check if we have icon. So icon is not equal to null, we will have icon. And finally a tint, color black. Let's check what we have. Okay, you have them, and it's good. Now let's go for the next part, which is this. We will have a lazy row for this. In this case, I have only 2 items, but if you are cloning your own Instagram, you may have a lot of them. So let's have a lazy row to have it like scrollable. For this, I'm going to create a data class for the story highlight, because we need the image and the text down below of this image, and probably you have a lot of them, so you need its data class. The story highlights. Okay, let's go back. We don't need this, and also we don't need this. So after this bio section, again we will have a spacer. Now we will have the highlight section. Inside of it, I'm going to have a highlight. Equals to list of story highlights. And then the image will be painter resource id or dot drawable dot discord, and the title will be discord. YouTube. Creating the composable. We can have a modifier here as well. Okay. As I said at the beginning, I'm going to use this image builder composable here to send the image and the size to it and receive this design. So let's do it. We need just the lazy column, lazy row, sorry, and highlight dot size, and here a column. On the top we will have the image builder, and below the image builder we will have a text. And if you want, you can have like a spacer here. Okay, let's customize the column a bit. Horizontal alignment, alignment center horizontally, vertical arrangement, arrangement center, and then the modifier equals to modifier dot padding of 15 dp. Okay, we have everything that we need. Let's check it. Yeah, we have our two images as well, but the text are so large, so let's decrease the size of the text. After this title, comma, text, font size 12.sp. Okay, we are done here, and we are done here. After this highlight section, we will have the TabRow. We will have this TabRow, and let's create it. Okay, here we had the profile section. So the profile section was for this part, as I said, and now let's go to the main content. We had a column here. After the profile section, we will have the TabRow. We can have a spacer again. DPs is enough, I think. After the profile section, we will have this, and now let's have post section. Oh no, post tab view. We need the post section for somewhere else. Okay, in the post tab view, we will have a modifier equals to modifier then comma, and then we will use a function here to check which tab we are selected, and sending back the index of the selected tab to the higher level, I mean to here, and then below this we will check the index, and if it was the index 0, that means this, we will create this LazyGrid to display these 3 images. Okay, so here I need a function on tab selected index, or on tab selected. It will return us the selected index by the type of integer, to the unit. Okay, now for the TabRow, I built a video about it, and it was the last video that I published in the channel. You can find it in the channel if you want to see more about it. But here I need a variable, then selected tab index by, remember, mutable integer state of 0. Import, import, import. That's okay. After this, we need another data class beside this for these icons here. So let's create it. Okay, now we need a list. Okay, all of them are set. Let's have the TabRow. A selected index will be equal to the selected tab index, and okay. Now this tab icons dot for each index. Let's use this, and then we need tab. this one that has the text and the icon. So I'm going to click on this, the selected. We will check if the index equals to the selected tab index, and here we will use the reverse of it. Selected tab index equals to index, and yeah, that's it. And in the next line, on selected will be equal to the index as well. Here after this we need the icon. The icon equals to the icon with painter equals to painter resource. The ID will be the received address from this list. So here we will have it like TabRow icons dot icon and empty. Then in the next line, the selected content color will be color dot black, and unselected color will be color gray. Let's customize a bit this icon. Modifier.size 30.dp or maybe 20. And again we will check if the selected index equals to index we will have the color dot black, else the color dot gray. Okay, we have it. Let's check it. No, we cannot check because we have error on the top. Here we have to finish this. Okay. Here we have on tab selected equals to this. We need a variable here. Just like we had down below. Selected tab index by remember mutable integer state of 0. And now this selected tab index equals to it, the return function, the return index from down below. So we can have index instead of the it. Okay, it comes to the top from the lower level, and now we can check it. So when it's a column, after this function, we will check when the selected tab index is equal to 0, then we will have another composable post section. Okay, let's check it. Okay, it works. And the colors are implemented. Okay. In the example, as you can see here, when we are in the other tabs, nothing is displaying here. And when we are in the first tab, we have these images. So we need this lazy vertical grid, and we are checking here if we are in the first index or not. So for this, we need a list post equal to list of painter resource. ID will be equal to r dot drawable dot animated top bar. We need it 3 more times, and if you have more photos to display, you can have more and more photos here. And then a lazy vertical grid for the columns, fixed 3 columns, and let's have a modifier in between. I'm coming back to this modifier later. Here, for the content items, passing this post dot size into this, and what do we need? We need just an image. The painter will be post it. The content description just null. And let's have here content scale crop. We want images to have equal size in height and in width, like fully a square shape. So we need this for that purpose. And then modifier equals to modifier dot aspect ratio 1f, and a border a white color. Let's check it. Okay, here we have it. But as you can see, we have a small narrow white line here and here. And in the original Instagram page, we don't have it. So we can have a trick here. This is our lazy vertical grid, and if we expand it a bit more than usual size, the edges will be cropped here, I mean, and we will have like the natural lazy vertical grid that we have in the Instagram. So here scale and 1.01f. This one represents 100%, and 0.1 means 1% more than 100%. So it's like bigger than 100. And I think it should work. Yeah, it's good. Okay, that was everything about the cloning Instagram UI. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you have requests to create more layouts like this, write down below in the comment section and I will read them. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and have a good time. Bye bye.